It's official now. It's live. I'm gonna do some bunching.
What do you want?
I'm gonna be a buncher operator while you guys do your thing. I love this because then everyone can see everybody doing everything, so I don't have to worry about what I'm doing to entertain. I can just be off doing my own thing.
Do something other than a buncher.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you're cutting pretty good there. Mowed down a lot of trees in the last one.
You want me to park it where I need it? Actually, that'll work.
Wherever you want, man.
So, what new kind of criminal activities are happening in your country? Anything cool and exciting?
Yes. I don't know.
Yes and no. Who knows? Who cares, right? Is it your guys' election year this year or is it next year?
This year.
Oh, that's probably why I'm hearing so much political BS all over the place. That makes sense.
November.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally thought it was November 2026. Or 2025, sorry. That would explain a lot of things. There's some guys that are at my workplace that are, well, they don't work there, they're just people I run into, and they've been talking about the United States politics a little too heavily lately, and I'm like, what's going on? There must be something happening. That makes sense now.
This one runs so much smoother than the other.
What's that?
This server. I don't know.
I know.
guess 'cause of the bigger
Well,
trees.
just because there's so many people, that's why too. And from different locations, right? If everybody was just from the States, it'd probably be smooth, but there's guys from like Germany and guys from Finland and Sweden and Texas, and it's all Texas' fault. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know who that Texas guy is.
Yeah.
I blame Texas.
Yeah, Texas did it.
It's the border's fault. But
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
That's pretty much it. It's pretty much the border's fault, yeah. They did it, man. They did it, and I saw it. Oh. Okay, I screwed that cut up. Bonk, bonk.
Nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it. Didn't happen, man. Still a little bit stuck in my buncher head there. That's for you, Chris. A little piece just for you. Good luck with those. Oh yeah, where was I? Had my other stuff there going. My terrible background music, that's so quaint. Background music, not that loud though. Quiet. Like right about there, that's perfect. There we go.
Well, I guess the only interesting thing I've done was last Sunday. I went and dug up about 100 rose bushes with a mini axe. That was fun.
Oh, sick. Oh, this tree. There was a tree inside of a tree and it fell on me. We're gonna cheat here and get rid of this one because that's not fair. Trees shouldn't pop out of other trees like that.
Well, but a tree and another tree love each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. That is how it is, isn't it? When one tree loves another tree, well, there's this thing that happens. They get excited, and then poof, there's trees everywhere, just left and right.
Some people think it only
Actually, here.
happens to rabbits, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, rabbits. No one like rabbits. Where's Flirty? We need him to come be a buncher operator.
I yelled at him. He's Vietnaming it up, I guess.
If you know. I'm in Nam, I can't come out. I remember playing Battlefield Vietnam way back in the day. That was such a great game. Kind of old school, but really good.
And Highball's having joystick issues.
That's why we use him as a truck driver. We need his comic relief.
He couldn't even sell a load in the
Jesus.
other one. I had to run over there and go steal it for him.
Wonder what that's all about, eh? Glitchiness. Just glitchiness inheriting the system.
It's the ether.
It's the ether. It's gotta be the ether. Ether ore. That's a bit of a dynamic grab, isn't it? Ooh. Oh man, some bad bunching going on over here.
That's how I felt.
It's these heavy trees don't like to fall in a nice way sometimes. But that's okay. We're just gonna get violent and it'll be good.
Rage against the tree.
Rage against the tree.
You do have the smallest buncher on the planet, too.
This is true. This is true. This is a tiny machine. Good old 870.
It works.
It's just very small. It's a little guy, meant for little trees. Nothing's meant for these big trees. These big trees are like the cancer of the earth.
You know what they say, a little buncher at 60 miles an hour does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's exactly it. That is exactly it.
You can have all kinds of names for this video.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of weird, intense names. I guess I'll start processing a little here too, because you got to keep up on that too.
Yeah, I'm not a processor, sorry.
No, that's fair. Chris is a prime buncherman, that's what I heard. Prime time buncherman. Hey, you're good at bunching, I've seen you.
Well, I'm taking logs with me.
It's meant to be. I'm gonna work this pile a little bit backwards here. I'm gonna start at this end, just to be weird.
Doesn't help how I brought him in there either.
Oh, it's okay. There's so much. There's the thing. The deck is like so long. It doesn't really matter where you put them. You gotta work it in there somehow. So
He was loading off the front end, and the processor was on the other end, and nobody was running it. So I was like, you know what? This is where I'm gonna start piling.
It's okay. We have no plan. I can do the other way too. This works just as good either way. And the deck ahead of me usually kind of helps keep them straight while you're spinning them, so it's good. Realistic? Probably not. Do I care? Nope, not at all. No, not even a little bit. Yeah. So I wonder when they're going to make the next farming simulator and if it's going to be a new engine yet. They seem to be really dragging this one out.
I guess it's within the next year or two.
I hope so. I hope it's a new engine, or at least, if not a new engine, like a really Mostly, I don't even care. Like, they could keep the game identical to the way it is now for the engine, but I just want better optimization to take advantage of, like, all this awesome new graphics cards and stuff that we use all the time. Because wouldn't that make sense?
Life doesn't make sense.
No. No, it does not. No, it does not. This is very correct.
I mean,
Do we have to go back to work tomorrow, or can we just like not? Can we just say nah, not today? What do we say to work? Not today.
I would assume that I would probably have like 2 or 3 people at my work that are going to do that, but it seems to happen every week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a going rate, isn't it?
My dad had one of his employees quit because he had to work 45 hours a week.
How many hours?
45.
Oh man, 45. Shit, that's
He
my
was like-
Tuesday.
He was like, yeah, I just really don't want to work that much.
Wow. All right. Did he apply for like a part-time job, or was it full-time?
Full time.
Yeah. Well, then don't apply for full-time jobs, right?
You know?
That's why I always tell people. It's just like, oh, I want less, and it's like, okay, well then, like I told my one employer, even now this one job that I have, it's technically full-time, but we have a spare that wanted more hours. I was like, well, the spare can have hours because I want less hours. Like I work enough, like it's insane. So,
Right.
and they don't care. They're like, yeah, as long as somebody's covering the shift, we don't care who it is. Go ahead. But if they would have said no, I would have just said I'm done, and I would have found a job that was part-time. I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, you have to because I applied for full-time and I don't want it now. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that.
What's going on with these trees?
I can get you a pole trailer there if you want, Tex. Are you happy with that one?
This one work.
Okay. As long as you're happy with it.
We have a pole trailer sometimes.
Have you guys... Okay, so I've got a whole pile of bug reports from different people, not the same person. That new hayrack trailer with the adjustable bunks. Some people saying like when they move the bunks in dedicated servers, it causes the logs to fall through or something. Have you seen that?
I don't know. Simple fix. Don't have a dedicated server.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to remove the adjustable bunks and just put it back to the 2-bunk that it was at. Because I think that's probably... But I've had like... It's not the same people. If it was just one person, I would be like, oh yeah, it's just somebody doesn't know what the hell they're doing. But it seems to be a few random reports of that. And I think it's the same issue that happens with... like once in a while, even in that last server we were playing, but that wasn't dedicated. But sometimes like when you move an object that's like predetermined to move, like a claw or whatever, it'll like glitch out. And then the log will kind of get stuck or do something weird. Just because I think the physics in multiplayer are dumbed down really graphically. So I think some weird stuff happens occasionally, but I don't know. Anyway, I sent it to somebody else to test out in their Dedi to see if it's doing it for them. I said just load the trailer with a whole bunch of shorts and then move the bunks around and with the adjuster thing. And if they can find the issue, then I'll just remove the adjustable bunks. I really don't care, it doesn't matter, but if that's causing it, then maybe multiplayer doesn't like that or something.
I haven't had any issues out of it.
Are you using a Dedi? Or just hosting?
Well, I haven't played any days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like hosting, because hosting ones, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm hosting right now, and the trailer's doing fine. And that's why I was moving the bunks around, even on the one we were just playing last round there. And didn't have any issues, so yeah, not falling through. So like people say, as soon as they tap the button to move it, the logs fall right through the center of the trailer, like into the tires. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But if it was from one person, I wouldn't care. But I've had 3 now say that, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. But all dedicated servers, I asked them. I said, which one? All dedicated. And like you said, just don't do dedicated servers. Dedicated servers are cancer. This is quite the pile of wood we got here, and it's running pretty smooth here. Surprisingly.
I could definitely go try it when we get done with this thing. It'll take me 5 seconds.
What's that?
To see if this trailer's broke.
Oh yeah. I don't really care. We'll see what happens. If I get another report or my buddy reports back that it happened to him, then I'll know it's something I need to look at. And then I'll just make the bunks.
On Flirties, but
yeah. Oh yeah, because Flirties is Dedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finish this, go try it.
And then I wondered if it was like a mod conflict, like something they were both, the other people that reported it were both commonly using like some kind of physics mod or something maybe. I don't know.
That's almost what it sounds like.
Yeah.
My first thought was they were moving the bunks and the links didn't match up and they were just falling off the trailer.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Much as I hate to say it, that sounds like something somebody would do.
Yeah. That's not really yeah, not really a mod issue. But whatever, I don't really care. We'll see. And if I have to make the bunks solid again, really changes nothing. It's not like a big process to do that, so. Seems to be when you add too many moving parts in this game, man, it does not like that. It's almost like this game doesn't like physics. Its own physics.
Ready to test out the single stabilizer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's coming out in the next update. Hell yeah, dog. I like it. It's pretty handy for doing that.
Whatever this crap was called. My brain's dead.
Do I need permissions?
I don't know. Do you? You shouldn't. You've played on this one, have you? Oh no, you haven't. You played on the last one.
I figured something out. So if
What's
you're
that?
a farm manager, you can grant permissions.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah. There was a couple guys in that other one they joined in before they even asked to just.
Oh, you added it. So I was looking at that Max guy or Mad or whatever the hell his name was, and I was like, I don't think he's ever played before, but he has permissions. I figured it was just somebody who changed their name. But that makes sense if you added it. You sly dog, you. Right on.
It's like, well, that comes in handy.
It's kind of a tricky place to fell trees, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Right along the coastline. It's like, I don't know where to put them.
Just throw them in.
Just do exactly what you're doing. Just little lines. That's fine. And like you said, you don't need a whole bunch of them. These are pretty big trees. So they take up a lot of space. Whoops. Well, it sounds like we're going to be working with some new companies here soon. I can't say who, but it should be pretty cool. Some new cool companies, and they're going to be bringing a whole bunch of their machines on board. And there's a whole bunch of different weird stuff, so it should be really interesting to see if we can pull it off. Some of it I'm not even sure if I can make. That's how interesting it is. But you know what? I'm willing to try.
It could just be used as decoration.
Always a challenge, right? It's no fun if there's no challenge.
Calm down.
Because we're on Easy Street.
Just put 4 big trees in this little buncher. Extended.
Just send it, bud. Just send it. Hey, your piles are good, though. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That one fell up.
In the next update, I've made the skidders quite a bit more heavy, which is going to be a controversial thing, but somebody called my skidders pussy skidders, so I had to challenge that by making them a bit more beefy.
I will challenge that by saying they just suck, because these skidders are just fine.
That's what I thought.
That's a straight up skill issue.
They might be a little overpowered in the next update, but I just want to see some reactions, and then I might dumb them down a little bit, or like
don't mean
wait
to yell there, but
y'all have to do it. It's true. No, you're not wrong. Oh, trust me, you ain't wrong. But yeah, it's mostly these big ones. Everyone that I've seen complaints from is just they're handling like big trees, and instead of taking like, you know, a couple at a time like a normal person, they go ahead and take like, you know, 5 or 6 of the giant ones and then wonder why their skidders like doing wheelies. And it's like, well,
you see,
there's a thing called weight, and it's a reality and physics and stuff. But ooh, now I'm getting some frame rate hits. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. I was wondering what was going on. It was all working too good. Once you sell that load, it'll be good.
It's 3 feet over the bunks.
Perfect. DOT loves that shit. They're like, oh, dang, that's super cool, man. How did you know?
Told Duty.
How'd you know that we're totally into that?
I guess they would want you to do it.
Right? I just want to build unlimited piles and have no lag. Why is it so hard to ask that in this game? I don't care if the machines look like blocks at this point. I just want to have the ability to deck for miles.
Dig through your TikTok comments and you'll see plenty of, why don't you just do this in real life?
Yeah. I do. A little bit. Here and there. Just do it in real life. I don't even have TikTok on my phone anymore. I stopped using it. I upload from my PC, but like
Apparently they're trying to ban it.
Are they? Where? In Canada?
Yeah.
Or just everywhere?
The U.S.
Oh, well, if they get it in the U.S., they'll get it in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you know how many people are going to lose their shit over that if that happens? That's like more of a catastrophe to people than like an actual disaster happening. Like there could be an earthquake and 10,000 people die, and people will be like, but you get rid of TikTok and it's like people are going to be like mass suiciding or something. I don't know.
What it is the government's losing out on money, so they don't like it. So let's get rid of it.
Chinese government took all their money.
Yep.
That's our monetization. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But what do you do, eh? Like, what do you do?
We can just have our totally.
I mean, we have Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts, so what's the difference? Is it just because it's from China? Probably. I mean, it is true. They probably can compile a lot of data off of TikTok. Locations, faces, names, whatever the hell they want to know, because people just willingly give it up for fame, so...
Yeah, I think it's just their privacy policies.
And lack thereof.
Like, they have, like, access to your bank account.
Really?
If you read their policy.
In TikTok? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because, like, for the creators that actually can monetize in the States. Like, in Canada, they don't have monetization, so you can't make any money off of TikTok because of just Canadian laws. But I bet in the States, part of their contract says we need access to your account so that we can pay you.
Right. And it's caused a whole world.
Oh, I bet. You know? I bet.
I don't know the whole thing. I don't have TikTok.
No, it's good.
I do, and I watch it way too much.
Yeah, I know. That was the other problem. Was
I did
just
have
like,
it, and yes, that's kind of the point of me getting rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. The downtime that I had, I was just like rotting my skull just way too much, and I was like, I gotta stop this. This is bad. Or my wife and I would be.
No, go ahead, sir.
Oh, I was just saying, my wife and I were, like, we both like wake up on like a Sunday morning, and we're just sitting on our phones watching like TikTok for like 2 hours, and you don't even know what happened. You're just like, what the hell? Like 2 hours went by. Like what the hell? How is it like almost noon? Like what the hell happened? I'm like, this is a problem. And then you feel like crap all day because you're getting these giant dopamine hits from watching like just constant freaking TikTok shorts and stuff. So you're just like just constantly just abused by dopamine, and then when it stops, everything else you wanted to do for the day just seems so boring and depressing. You don't want to do it, and it's like, man, this is super unhealthy.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like there's got to be something to this. This is not good. But anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Did you guys have the Facebook outage?
Yeah, it was for like half a day or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just went to log into my business account and it didn't work, and I was like, oh, well, I'll try again later. I don't care.
Right. So weird thing about that. A guy at my work was moving out of his house.
Yeah.
And moving to a different place.
Right.
Another guy at my work messaged him through Facebook Messenger. Not at work, but, you know.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And asked him about the place because he was interested in possibly renting it.
Right.
And if he had the information. So the other one gave him all the information, the contact info, and all that stuff. Facebook went down. Like, literally, probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Within all of that. And they got back on or whatever, and never messaged each other, but, you know, messages are still there.
Weird.
3 days later, the guy at work that wanted to rent the place comes out, and he was like, hey, I don't think I can handle it, or, you know, afford it. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, you know, whatever, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. They got talking. Yeah. And he goes, do you think I could get my refund for my security deposit? And he was like, well, you gave him your security deposit already? And he was like, no, I gave you my security deposit to give to them.
What?
He's like, what? And he showed him the info, or like the messages.
Yeah.
And the one guy that wanted to rent the place had a whole message thing going with this guy.
Oh, when he wasn't even there?
Has nothing. Yeah. The other one doesn't have any of that. He has like their original conversation and that's it. Like somebody hacked the phone in
while it was down?
Of time. Yeah, and got him for $800.
What the frick around? That is so crazy.
How weird is that though to like do it?
Yeah, during that. Maybe that was a plan.
Like, I mean, the guy that got hacked is not.
What the hell's the gas thing, Tex? Is it on here or somewhere?
I don't know.
Wish I could tab to it since it's a vehicle, but no. Where'd it go? Does it show up on the map?
No. Firefighter sleep is on the job. No, I'm not.
Oh, it must be this. Is this it? No, that's a claw. There's a truck. Oh, sure, we had one. Oh, you know what? I probably got to rebuy it because I upgraded to the other one. The new one. That's probably why.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I got this, man. Gas. Gas! There it is. Burn the forest. Looks like we're gonna have enough of that this year anyway.
You get to dry up there too?
Oh, it's really bad here. Last year was probably one of our... Well, I don't know if it's our worst fire year, but it had to be up there. But this year we didn't... I mean, we got a little bit of snow, but nowhere near what we were expecting to get. So unless we get a lot of rain this summer, we're toast. It'll be just fire central. I actually am thinking about going for a job with the... They have like dispatch jobs for the fire guys and stuff. I was actually thinking about doing that. Something different. I'm so bored with my jobs, I need to change it up.
Right now is our wet season. It's rained a good bit here for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Frickin' never-ending fun, man.